Good afternoon, happy hump day, YouTubers, and welcome to Keep It Simple. Okay, so I wanted to do a video because I wanted to go over a couple of things, and I've kind of like dreaded and just kind of put this off because I hate talking about it, and I just don't want to be like it to come across, you know, wah, pity me, you know, get out your little miniature violin. But I thought maybe I could come to you guys, get some advice, get some comments. Maybe you have the same feelings or you're kind of going through the same thing. And that is, I've been doing keto for a year and a half, or about a year and like a month, a year and a month. And I kind of noticed like over the last 3 months, it's been more like kind of lazy keto. We had a lot of holidays and stuff like that. And so I just thought I would go in and do an in-body. And I did. I did an in-body. I was up like, I don't know, it was like 6 pounds, like 5 or 6 pounds. And I was like, that's not good. But I still felt good. So stupid me decided, okay, let's go do another in-body. It's been a month. I was like, let's do another in-body. So I go get on the in-body machine and I go to my local like supplemental nutrition shop, and oh my goodness, I'm up 4 more pounds and I'm up another body percentage. Okay, so just to give you a recap, my lowest body percentage, and this was probably 3 months into keto, my lowest body percentage was around 15%. Super hard for me to maintain 15%. I was literally coming off of a 4-day fast when I did that. I was doing no dairy. I was doing somewhat Whole30 and paleo and a candida diet and food elimination. I was really trying to figure out this allergy issue and this like indigestion, heartburn issue I was having. And so that's my lowest. I started to climb pretty much after that when I started adding foods back. And so I got back up to like 17%. And I like that number. I'm okay with 17%. However, I'm up to 20% now. So I've gone up 3 more body fat percentage, and my weight went to 138. My lowest weight through my whole keto was 125. Okay, so for me and a female, I think regardless of how many times people say like, forget the scale, I'm sorry, I'm a female and I can't forget the scale. Like the scale kind of bothers me because I know when I feel my best and what weight I am. But I'm trying to come to the realization that staying at 125, which is where I love the way I feel super lean, I look better, and I'm saying like I look better with my clothes off. But I'm coming to the realization it's not realistic for me to stay at 115. I'm 5'4". I've had twins. My stomach was stretched to kingdom come. And I have loose skin that is extremely hard to like really tighten up. And I've only seen it go away for maybe a month when I was doing keto. And that was kind of new into keto. I was like 3 months into keto or so that I was at that 115 mark. I was, or the 15% body fat and the 125 body weight. So this is my in-body. I have tons of them. I've showed you this before. I get them all the time. I shouldn't say that. I get them like maybe once every 3 months, but I've been going more recently because I'm noticing like this increase. And I told my husband, who gets on the in-body, and of course he's like 6.5% body fat, and he's down like 4 more pounds. And so, he like had a cheat day and ate a piece of Jet's pizza while I was like, heck no, I am not eating that pizza. But this is my in-body. So just to give you some of the numbers down there, you can see I'm 138. As far as my weight, my visceral fat went from 4 to 5. Anything under 10 is still pretty good. And as you can see, I hold a lot of my weight, and fat around my midsection. So it's all around my butt and my thighs, my hips. Well, I would say my hips, my stomach, and my butt. So that's kind of where I put it on. But with that being said, I am starting the deeper state keto with Keto Savage. I want to try that and just kind of see how that works out. Another thing that I've actually started doing was I am doing a 30-day cold shower challenge. If you have not gotten on YouTube and educated or just looked into and watched a few videos on the benefits, the great benefits of cold showers, I highly recommend it. I hate to be cold. I do not like cold showers, but it's kind of a challenge for myself. I want to do it just because there are so many great benefits to it. I'm at a point in my life right now, just stress with work and some things, just other stresses that are going on that I think it could benefit and would help. So I'm trying to do a 30-day cold shower challenge. So to explain that a little bit more, that's you turn the shower on and it's cold and you're kind of like, you kind of work yourself up and then you just get in. You don't start with a warm shower and then turn it cold and you stay there for 30 seconds. No, you turn it cold and you walk into it cold. And let me tell you, you take a really fast shower and so you save water. And number two, girls, like ladies, it's awesome for our hair because there's you don't have as much oil build up and you're kind of closing those pores up from the cold, the reaction to the cold water, like on your pores and stuff. And so I'm hoping that the challenge it benefits me in 30 days. And so you can follow me for the next 30 days. I'm going to hopefully do, I won't do a video every single day. I don't want that to be kind of like monotonous unless something like really crazy, happens to me as far as side effects or something that I end up having to stop. But I'm hoping to, I'll do the cold shower challenge for 30 days. And then of course the DSK, Deeper State Keto, through ketosavage.com is 90 days. So I'll kind of video that and just kind of keep you updated on how that's going and, see if I can kind of get down again. And my reason for doing this is that, I told my husband, I said, I feel good. I don't necessarily look, like I did 2 months into keto. I dropped a lot of water weight within like the first 7 days. So I looked like the leanest I've ever looked in my entire life. And I've never really looked that way again. So obviously adding back the good carbs were too much of the carbs. And I'm realizing that I just hold on to any kind of carb, but I am realizing that I do have to be more careful with the carbohydrates that I am eating. So hopefully it will be a good experience and I can see kind of which way I need to go in regards to where my body does best with the macros. I'm typically a 75-25, 5% fat, 20% protein, 75% fat. And I know Deeper State Keto is actually a little bit higher on the fat. So I'm kind of hoping that I can even do this because sometimes I feel like too much fat actually irritates my stomach. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly how much higher the fat is, but we'll find out. Thanks for following. If you have any comments in regards to, being on keto for so long and possibly having some weight gain, even though you're still pretty strict keto. I mean, my husband was like, well, I'm not here with you all day. I don't know what you're getting into in the fridge. And I'm like, nothing. I'm very good. Like, I'm very good. I intermittent fast. I don't eat sometimes till 12 or 1 o'clock. And when I do eat, my plate is pretty similar every day. It's a half an avocado. I put veganese, a couple macadamia nuts, and I have, in fact, I measured all out. I have a scale. I measured all out, and I'll have some sauerkraut, and then I have my beef. I've got like my 3 or 4 ounces of meat, and I have been just adding smaller amounts of beef just so my stomach can kind of break it down. I feel like I don't break down protein all that well, like meat protein, and so I don't try to eat too much meat in one sitting and spread it out throughout the day. But yeah, if you have any comments, I would love to know if it's something you're dealing with, or you have any advice for me. I'm trying to keep my chin up, and I'm okay. I'm 40 years old. I have twin girls, and I feel great. But it is hard to see the number kind of keep climbing when I feel like I'm still very food restrictive, and especially things that I love, like carbs that I love. So any advice would be great and helpful. Thanks so much for watching. If you like my channel, subscribe below.